bro. People don't understand in this chat. You guys don't understand how difficult it actually is to be on camera 13 days straight.
Talk.
What's good?
To see you.
Good to see you too. Long time no see.
Did you know about this? It was a situation where it was a lose-lose. And of course, I'm going to get hate whether I keep him or I'm going to get hate whether I kick him.
Whoa, why are you so defensive?
I'm in a bit of an odd position here with a bunch of different now. Mine's all over the place right now.
I don't know if any of y'all could tell, but Lacy seems like he is going through the worst of it in the faze sabaton, with his friends trying to prank him, bringing on his ex-situationship onto his stream, causing it to be very awkward with his current girlfriend, along with Sammy, his ex-prisoner that was supposed to be a part of his sabaton who recently got kicked off, coming back and basically still haunting him and his streams, as he sparked up his own stream and went to talk about the entire situation, along with the fact that Lacy's mental is just deteriorating more and more, because he spoke about it several times now to his chat. It doesn't seem like they truly care and are just hate farming him consistently. It's pretty unfortunate to watch, but I'm going to get a little ahead of myself, so why don't we start from the very beginning with who even is Lacy and how did he end up in the situation in the first place.
Chat, I told him in the car. Alright, actually no, please, don't do that. Don't, it says so corny, it's so corny. Stop, don't yell. Please, somebody smells like...
Lacy, for anyone that's unaware, is a pretty well-known streamer who's a part of the organization called faze, where he's mainly a content creator, again streaming all the time with people in faze, having collaborations, doing a bunch of stuff. And currently him and most of the people from faze who also stream are hosting a subathon where they are streaming for 30 days straight, having a fun time. And yet it seems like during this subathon where they're supposed to be having the time of their lives, creating some of the best content, he just seems to be getting the worst of all of it, starting with one of his guests named Sammy, who he had to kick off because of some weird comments that he made. Sammy decided to get on his own stream and share the side of his story and why he feels like he was unjustly kicked off, basically, and that the faze lords are really overreacting.
I don't know, bro. I didn't actually mean to like in any way. I respect Sinner so much. Like, she's my favorite female streamer. I didn't know, like, I didn't mean to say anything. I just thought it was a joke that the guys made that I thought I could make. But clearly I was in the wrong. So Sinner, I'm so sorry for that. Yeah, I thought it was a comment that I made. I thought I was clip farming, but clearly people didn't see it as me clip farming. And I'm pretty sure people that are saying that like, I don't think they seen the joke that was made a couple months ago by the guys, so they're thinking I'm actually talking about it, bro.
There are genuinely several things wrong with what's being said here. One, he is not taking the situation seriously at all. Y'all are going to be able to tell by that clip, but he has a shirt that he wrote #feminism on. But what y'all wouldn't have been able to see was that he also has a wallpaper that's matching that says #feminism as well. It just seems like this entire situation to him is a joke, which is crazy because the reason that he got kicked off is losing a bunch of money he could have won is because he made a joke that went too far. Yet he is still coming on here, joking, clip farming, acting the exact same way, and not seeming to really change his actions at all. Outside of seemingly not really changing his actions or caring about the actions that he made, he's also purposely being dense because me, people in the comments, a bunch of people on Lacy's comm even, have consistently said the exact same thing on why this is an issue. Because you are not friends with Senna, you are not cool with her, and this is like the first time that you've met her, so making jokes like that is going to make anybody uncomfortable.
The difference is I see a lot of people saying it like, oh, Max started the joke, Max did this. I see the faze guys joke about it all the time. The difference is you can joke with people you're friends with different than you can joke with people you don't know. If Ron and Adapt and Jason call me fat every day because they're friends with me, that doesn't give the right for TikTok comments who see me in public to call me. Like, the other day we were at a frat house and a guy screamed from the window, "Lacy, oink for me, you fat piggy." I don't know you. You can't joke about that. Like, I don't know you at all. So there's a difference of a line where if you're friends with somebody, there's certain jokes and certain things you can say, then just saying it to a stranger, it's just human decency.
I'm not gonna over explain what Lacy just said and what I've already said several times, but I will go over this revisionist history that a lot of people want to play up. Talking about the specific joke that he made, which if you're unaware was just talking about her body, calling out her arch, because there were several people a part of faze who have made that joke already. And when the joke originated, it was because of Blackboy Max. But a lot of people want to sit there and just say, hey, Blackboy Max made the joke, Lacy's made the joke, other people in faze have made the joke, and making it seem like she just laughed it off every single time. I want you to know, when when Black Boy Max originally made that joke, there was literally an altercation between him and Senna where he apologized and told people it was actually wrong to do that.
It's because yesterday, all day, I was getting tagged by people saying they off to my arch, all right, because of you. And they were saying, dog, me too, which is crazy.
Yo,
because a lot of them are people who wouldn't say that unless they felt emboldened by somebody else to publicly say it.
Okay, look, hold on. Nah, Senna, look, I respect women to the utmost degree. I took feminism classes. I was raised by a beautiful woman. And I want you to know that whatever outcomes came from that blue comment search, that shall not be ever said again. I want to let you know that I apologize because you don't deserve that. I also, too, can relate to this because I had post my on TikTok and I don't like that. I feel like I don't want to be that way, so I understand where you're coming from, and that not never happened. Anybody watching this understand that's not okay. Don't over women, especially when they don't want to be. That's not okay. Stop doing that.
So I'm not diving too much more into why this joke was disrespectful, why it shouldn't have been used. You either get it or you don't get it. And if you want to argue about it, you can do that in my comment section. But another thing that people were also upset about when claiming Lacy did was kick him off because he couldn't pay him anymore, which doesn't make any real sense. But apparently he had to clear that up by explaining that there was not only a sponsor that pays him, but because he kicked him off early, he's going to be the one that covers everything because he can't provide the content that the sponsor would have wanted.
This is how to get out of paying $25K 101. Buddy, how do I tell you? I lost more money sending Sammy home. I lost more money sending Sammy home. If I kept Sammy in the jail, I would have kept the sponsor and had the sponsor cover everything. Now I have to pay out of pocket for everything because there's no prisoner to sponsor. We had a sponsor for the jail, so I didn't have to pay anything. Now I have to cover it. So the narrative of, oh, Lacy, you just sent him home so you could save 25K. Me sending him home, I just lost like, the cell was 30, and then I had to pay Sammy 30% of the time he was there, so I think it was 7, so I lost 37K out of pocket.
Now, I'll be honest, obviously I can't verify if he's actually going to pay Sammy or not. Sammy in his own VOD even said he's going to get paid at the end of the month, so I would hope he actually ends up paying him the percentage that he's supposed to, because if not, he literally scammed the guy and used him for free content. That's pretty messed up. But if he also does have to cover the jail cell and everything because the sponsor won't, then again, that kind of sucks because now you got to pay out of pocket because of comments that someone made that you literally cannot control. So Lacy in that moment already was probably having his mental fried because no matter what Lacy did, he was going to get comments bashing him, hating on him, telling him he did the wrong thing. He was gonna have people inside the house probably upset about the decision and whether he let him stay or didn't let him stay. It was literally a lose-lose. And the entire time he had to make that decision live on camera for everybody to see with no real time to think about it, no real time to go over it with people.
And I know Sammy didn't really have bad intent. He was not trying to be a weirdo, but it was a situation for me, and what it came down to for me was the situation blowing up and him being a part of the subathon. Why would I have somebody downstairs a part of the subathon that no guests are gonna want to interact with, and none of the guys are gonna want to go interact with anymore either? It was a situation where it was a lose-lose. And of course, I'm gonna get hate whether I keep him or I'm gonna get hate whether I kick him. And it's also hard to handle because I have to make a decision on the fly on stream. There's no time to like sit there and think about it, talk to people, figure out what to do. I'm on stream 24/7 and I have to figure it out.
That entire situation right there was probably already overwhelming Lacy, causing him a bunch of pain. The money that he lost, the whole situation I had to deal with it on stream. All of that can definitely be a pain on your mental. But what made it even worse is apparently last night, someone from the first subathon decided to make an appearance. But it was actually one of the worst people that could have possibly been there. It was someone he had a situation type shit with from his past that actually appeared on the subathon last night, while his actual girlfriend was also there as well.
Who is that?
Hey!
Hello?
Talk.
What's good?
See you?
Good to see you too. I kind of
Did you know about this?
Felt pretty awkward just re-watching that for the video, but for anyone that's not tapped in with Lacy or just doesn't understand the entire situation that's going on, that girl that's in the black is named Anna, someone that Lacy had on the sabaton last year, and they had a situation type thing going on that got pretty muddy and already ended in some drama. And the person that is sitting right next to her is his current girlfriend, Darla, who again also had some drama associated with her as well. The whole situation already was pretty awkward, but especially when you add up the stuff that happened on the last sabaton on top of it, it makes this whole interaction a lot worse. And if you don't understand what I'm talking about from last sabaton, then don't worry, because I'm about to show you what happened.
So the question, did I not say I'm eating no matter what? I'm gonna answer anything.
I got some.
So
I'm not eating no way.
at the end of the day, my in your mouth, you swallow. So I want to hear that.
Oh shit!
Bro, like, what, like, who talks like that to a, like, what? Am I bugging, chat, or is that not, like...
There's a lot more to dive into between the backstory of Lacy and Anna, but I'm just gonna leave it at that, knowing that, yes, there was some strife that was caused because of Kayson's comments, him basically arguing back and forth with Lacy for a little bit, making it very awkward for them in that moment. And even after that entire sabaton, as I said, they had a situationship type thing going on. I don't know if they were officially dating, but they were talking very heavily and posting about each other on social media. Ended up actually going away from each other, and as you see now, Lacy has a new girlfriend named Darla. This whole situation was just seemed like a classic clip farm moment. Even some people might call out and be like, yo, this is obviously fake. This is just meant to drum up for the stream hype. But in all reality, this was meant to be a prank on Lacy by someone he's cool with named Lupe. And obviously the prank didn't go well because Lacy, his girlfriend, and everybody else around them was not okay with it. I actually feel like it was very weird and awkward that he did that, because he ended up buying tickets for them so that they could go on a double date together.
It took some convincing,
It
but
took a lot
she
of
eventually
convincing.
agreed.
I want to hear how you convinced her.
Well, we basically told her that we could do this prank, and then in exchange, she has to do the stream.
Oh, so now I have to do the stream.
Well, I mean, you bought the tickets. If you'd like, we could just use the tickets and go separate.
Hey, right now.
I've never seen you speechless.
I'm just,
like
I'm
mad stressed
I'm very
out.
shocked. I walked in the room.
A lot of people might be wondering, how is this meant to be a prank? Why would you even prank Lacy like this in the first place? Well, Lupe, who was actually cool with Lacy and a lot of other people in FaZe, was getting farmed about going on dates with Anna, the girl that he had eventually brought in front of Lacy's girlfriend. And the main culprit who was farming them being a relationship or him wanting to talk to her was actually Lacy. So in his mind, he thought it would be a good idea to have her pull up while his actual girlfriend is there and have it be a funny prank by going on a double date with them. Now, I'm gonna be honest, I laughed pretty hard when I first saw this, because while it is wild, I understand at the end of the day it's meant to be content. Unfortunately for Lupe, he doesn't understand that while this joke is just meant to be funny, at the end of the day he sees it as content. This has real repercussions in his real life. Once that camera turns off, once that live stream turns off, he starts to go back to his actual girlfriend and deal with the repercussions that this may bring.
I'm in a bit of an odd position here with a bunch of different shit right now. My mind's all over the place right now.
Can I ask you something, Lacy? Did you know that Lupe and Anna were gonna be
Zero clue.
Zero clue.
He brought me downstairs. He brought me downstairs talking about a brand deal. I walked into my room and Anna sitting in the chair.
Look, can I finish? Darla, pretty much everybody but him was in.
What did you ask for?
I asked for you and Anna to go on a date.
So me and her are here together right now. You can't come with?
No.
That's ridiculous.
No, because it's my real life girlfriend. It's not content. So it just adds a whole extra layer of weird shit.
What if we just
You're a
wait?
little ass baby. I mean, I don't know. Like, I don't know if you guys are 14 years old, but having your real life girlfriend, something that's very serious, involved in content alone, adds a ton of fucking extra pressure and stress. But then on top of it, you bring someone you used to talk to into it on top of that.
Listen, obviously I was uncomfortable when I fucking get jump scared when I going down talking about a brand deal. I walk in my room and
It's okay, we're all here.
there's a random girl. No,
okay.
You know what I'm saying here?
I agree with Marlon.
I was fucking uncomfortable, bro. But she left now, so now I'm good.
There were a lot more clips of Lacy spazzing out, but I just gave y'all the highlights so you can understand that he was very upset, very uncomfortable, and the main reason for that is that this situation is affecting his real life. While it's pretty messed up, both situations at that, because it's people that Lacy can't really do anything about doing stuff to him that he's not okay with, or doing stuff to other people that he's not okay with and very uncomfortable with. Unfortunately, while I want to give Lacy a lot of grace and be like, hey man, at the end of the day, you can't really control these people, it is kind of still his fault. He brings a lot of this attention onto himself. Again, he can't control what people say, he can't control what people do, but if he allows this type of clip farming nature to be a part of him and his content, then he can't be as mad when other people stick up and try to do the same thing. Don't get me wrong, I feel like there are obvious boundaries that both of these people are crossing. It's pretty hard to miss, but it's understandable where their mind might go when they think, hey, clip farming is just the content, and I see them clip farm all the time, so I'm just gonna do it. But where I also feel like people mess up criticizing these people is that these same streamers did the exact same thing. And Lacy even points it out when talking about the Sammy situation that he was on the same path as Sammy, where he felt like clip farming was the main form of content. He felt like getting off the clip no matter what was what you were supposed to do, so you mess up consistently doing that.
You guys are trying to justify what happened when instead it should be a learning experience, and now Sammy knows his limits. It's that simple. He fucked up, and this is exactly what I told Sammy. He fucked up, he can learn from it, and he can better himself. The same way when I was like a smaller streamer, I made awful jokes and did stupid things the same way Sammy did to try to get the clip, to try to clip farm and get people to laugh. That doesn't make what I did okay in the past or what I've said okay in the past at all.
It just seems like the constant traps from bad actions that Lacy's already made are just coming up and affecting him in the worst way possible. While he was first starting out clip farming, I'm assuming he didn't expect it to go to this extent and become such a big thing that anybody felt like they could just replicate it and do whatever jokes they felt like and put clip farming next to it. I mean, at the end of the day, it's content, so it's just meant to be content. That's the mindset it seems like a lot of people around him who are affecting him with said content are using, yet obviously he's being upset by it. Now, obviously, as a normal person who probably just interacts or just watches the content, you're gonna find a lot of the stuff that happens weird, corny, or dumb, because you don't have the mindset that once his camera turns on, everything we do or say is just gonna become entertainment and it shouldn't be taken that serious. That seems like the mindset Lacy has instilled, other streamers has instilled, and it's also been instilled in their communities and the people around them. So when they take that and go to the farthest extent, you're gonna see it displayed and even be in the worst ways possible. You get in that muddy water territory once you start doing that type of stuff. And you can see that not only that, but also other things that are affecting him inside the sabaton are starting to break Lacy down, as he talked about his mental health being terrible throughout this month.
Shit is just hard, bro. People don't understand in this chat. You guys don't understand how difficult it actually is to fucking be on camera 13 days straight. Kai was up 20 hours, 18 hours a day and did whole streams without sleep. You're just lazy.
I don't know, this one's been, last one was easy for me. Like, I didn't have any trouble at all. I was fine. I like didn't have any problems, but right now it's like day 14, and yesterday I don't know.
Yesterday?
I was like today.
Oh yeah,
I was so sad today. I was just like down. My vibes were shot. Yeah. My stream crashed 5 times.
Yeah, that shit.
And I was like talking on stream. I was saying like I don't know if I could do a subathon. I don't know if I could finish it.
Yeah.
Cause like I don't know why, but I'm trying, but my mental's just cooked. Like,
I want you to know those clips were before all that other stuff actually happened. He was already going through a lot, already questioning his mental, already having things affect him, and now he's bringing on more turmoil, and we're barely halfway through the month. So he's gonna have to endure another half of stuff that could possibly go wrong. It's pretty unfortunate to watch go down as he's trying to push himself to keep going on with this content, as other things around him, people around him, and just overall bad habits are affecting this man to the point of basically questioning if he wants to even do the subathon at this point. It's a pretty interesting case of content really taking over somebody. I do only hope for the best for him, but at the end of the day, there are a lot of things that he could have done differently to make sure stuff like this didn't happen. Still doesn't mean he deserves any of this strife or any of this turmoil, but at the end of the day, that is just how I feel. If you want to tell me how you feel, the best place to do would be the comment section down below. This video is unfortunately over, but if you did enjoy this video, maybe consider giving it a like. And if you enjoy content like this, then maybe consider subscribing, because I post like this every single week. Never miss out on any single upload if you hit that bell icon, because you'll be notified the millisecond a video goes live. That's enough for me. I'm gonna see you guys in the next one. Peace out.